Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about the benefits of actually cooling down in the gym before we warm up and start with our training session. So this goes back to a couple of years now for me. When I would take people on, when my athletes would basically walk through the door to start training with me, they'd be rushing from their jobs in the city, they'd have a really busy day. They would basically turn up really preoccupied, and it's almost like they would turn up already warmed up from life, you know? God, okay, sorry I'm late, I'm here, I've got change, rushing in, right, let's go. And what I found was that mindset was not really conducive to a good training session. They just weren't present. And if anything, me warming them up really quickly was just amplifying this kind of like frantic, anxious behavior. And when it came to being a running coach and trying to teach them how to move their bodies in a different way, they just weren't really connecting the dots because their mind was here and you know, their body's just trying to catch up. So I started to bring in this concept of cooling down before we warm up. So what I would do is, and what I still do now, is basically take my athletes through breathing protocols that would just down regulate them and shift them into a more parasympathetic tone before then warming them up. And what I found was that it would just get people really present in the training session at hand. It would bring the mind and body together. And we know that when there's that kind of much more of a balance between that parasympathetic, sympathetic tone, that flow state, whatever we want to call it, when there's that balance between the two, people are cognitively much sharper, much more aware, much more in tune with what's going on, and just basically making better decisions. And I would find that my athletes would just get much more out of training than coming in and me just kind of amplifying that already upregulated way of being in our sessions. So the take home is that maybe just think about your state as you walk through the door in the gym. Maybe think about bringing in some breathing protocols before you train, just to down regulate the system, bring a little bit of calm before then the chaos of training commences, and see how it changes your experience and your performance on that day.